So, hello. Actually, guys, there's no proper way of doing this, so I'm just gonna say it anyway. So, my name is Tandy. Well, you can call me Tandy or you can call me Ta. So, today I've been thinking. So, I was on Facebook last night, and then I was going through a post from Rain, and then she was saying she thinks she needs to do a podcast whereby people come and share their experiences with heartbreaks. I'm like, yeah. I think I was the first person to comment because I was like, can I please co-host because I have been a victim of this stuff, but I've healed anyway. So I think I have one or two things to share. But anyway, since you're here now, let's talk about it. So I have so many heartbreak stories to tell you, like so many. But let's see. So it so happened some time ago, when I was growing up, when I was young and naive and in love, at least I thought I was. Maybe it wasn't love, maybe I was obsessed, but bottom line is I was in love. So, yeah, that's me in love with this guy. So, it so happened that the guy was staying in another province far from where I was because he was working and then they had placed him to be working there. So, along the way, my phone got stolen and then I was now using my sister's phone, blah 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 blah. So I also had to move to another province, different from the one that I was in, because it was time for me to write my final exams. And then yo, I got there, and then the network was bad, so I had to go to a certain place for me to have network. So it happened this day, like a week goes by, nothing from Bay. I'm like, is he still alive or what? So at home we were like, the prayer for family in the morning, we will go out in the mountains and pray at night before we sleep. We'll pray as a family. So, in the middle of a prayer at night, my phone rings, and guess who? Bay was calling. And I'm like, no, I gotta take this. I take the call, and Bay was like, hey, darling, something happened. I impregnated someone. I'm now married. Did this guy just tell me that he impregnated someone? I was in the middle of a prayer session communicating with God. Hey, you know what? I just went to sleep. So I had to process this like, okay, now this just happened. So in the morning, I went to the mountain like the normal thing. We went to pray. And then I went there. I'm like, God, I've put so much trust in you. Like I've prayed for this relationship. You know, those days I felt like I was so close to God because I was praying almost every day. And then when I was praying, like I did it wholeheartedly. Like, you know, when you feel like your relationship with God is like that tight, that was what I was feeling. And then I say, God, I'm just gonna take a sabbatical leave. I'm done praying. I won't ask you for nothing. I'm just gonna do my thing. You're gonna do your thing. And I spent 6 months no praying, no going to church, nothing. I was done until I realized later on that sometimes we ask for the spirit of discernment, like we ask God for Him to show us the things that which you cannot see with the naked eye. But sometimes He does not come to us like in a voice and say, "Oh, my child, you're not supposed to be doing this." Things just happens. You happen to find out. The guy could have taken me along. He could have done whatever he wanted with me, and I wouldn't have known because he was like staying far away from where I was. So I just accepted it and be like, and I was like, okay, maybe that was God's way of showing me that I have to move on. This person is not for me. But 8 years later, I'm fine. So join me again next time. I'm gonna tell you what happened because if I tell you like stuff that happens in my life, you think that I'm lying because it's almost like a drama. But anyways, thank you for tuning in. My name is Tadi. You can call me Ta and bye for now.